Hello, I'm Alan Enraged, and welcome to the Monster Train Daily Challenge. Let's get started. I love having quick. I do not like moth magic. Oh, and those definitely make me feel heavy. The highest score isn't that high. We're a little late today, as you can see. I like the idea of going imps, but we'll see where everything takes us. We definitely want to remove the buffs. Both of these are really good. The starting stats on this are so good, but there's no survivability, and with the dead weights, it's inconsistent. So I've got to go with the armor to hope for a little consistency. We don't have any way to get you out of the units other than the molting imps. We have not a great chance of getting one in our opening hand. But we'll try it anyway. If we can clear at least one of the floors, it'll be worth the gold. The removing the buffs is what saved us here. I think we're going to set up on the top floor for sleigh triggers. We'll kill this one to reduce the damage we take, and the same for this for next turn. Set up some dregs here to get chip damage in. Increase this one's burnout. Unfortunately, we can't get the gold there. Oh, now we draw this. I think it's more beneficial to hurt this one. Gain some energy and draw. Worked out pretty well. We don't want him to regen. I'll throw in some damage dealers here. Get things done a little faster. Why not imps? If we're going imps, we should have space for this. I would have preferred the 35 damage one. I mean, other than upgrading our imps, I don't know what else we would do there. We could make this tankier. It's, do we value a Hellhorn unit over a Remnant unit? We could get harvest triggers with the Remnant units. Like you. And we can start making gold off of our imps, potentially. I don't even think that's worth it. I like that being worth it. We need more imps. Don't even like it. I'd much rather remove a train steward here and continue on our way. Armor 10. On haste? I don't think so. We're gonna skip this, save ourselves some damage we take. We're gonna aim our torches at the conduit infiltrator. Hopefully we get them in time. We only have 3. So we can set up on the bottom floor, start gaining gold. We don't have anything to sacrifice, unfortunately, so we can't even cast it for the holdover. So we'll put him here to clean up the last unit. We'll gain stealth here. Place another train steward. Place another train steward. I don't see anything here being particularly useful, so we're just gonna skip. We definitely want a torch here. Torch here. I don't even want to cast anything. Train steward for the win. We prefer the fledgling imp here. It's just the best option. The molten imp is the 3rd best, the welder helper being the 2nd. We already have 2 molting imps. I don't think we need any more to take care of trash units. The welder helper is the 2nd best because we really prefer armor on our tankier units. But gaining extra damage is ideal here. Descending a unit could be useful. We can clean up anything we didn't get the first time. We can overcapacity a room. So we'll grab it, hoping that we can reduce its cost later on. We don't value health here, so in that aspect we don't value anything here. We can reduce the cost of that spell, gain a Hellhorn unit. We can start working on our 2nd floor. Both of these are decent picks. But for the mana constraints, I'm going to choose the Steelworker, hoping we can find a better carry later on. We'll reduce the cost of our Dripfall. We'll increase the cost damage of another torch. I don't see Dripfall with holdover being that useful, but I also don't see another upgrade we'd put on it. Almost skipped the caverns. We want the Penitent Remains. We have 5 blight cards in our deck. We gain 1. That's +6 attack on all of our units, which includes our imps, makes them a little more useful with the quick. And we should be able to take on Daedalus no problem, assuming we do not have any issues setting up. We're most likely going to set up on the bottom floor, assuming we have a decent enough tank. It's only going to take 7 damage. It's so interesting. Because of the quick. We could put the steel worker down here. Give everyone extra damage. And sacrifice them. And tank. We really want endless on our fledgling imp. If we had one more capacity, this would be an obvious pick. For now. Let's just start harvesting. The likeliness of drawing our other purifying cleanse here is not very high. So healing him here is not the right play, and if we draw the next one within the next 2 hands, it's also not the right play. Unfortunately, we don't have an imp here. It would have been the right play, unfortunately. We'll do this, because we have nothing better to do. Wipe out the floor. I think that was not worth it. We can place the molten encasement here. It'll die eventually. I don't want to play the welder helper until we need it. But we can get some extra damage on the boss. And I want to just send this unit down to the floor that's killing everybody. We're going to descend again, even though we don't need to, but just because it's funny. And like I said, Daedalus was no issue. I like the Bounty Stalker here. It's already getting a bit of a damage bonus. And the Branded Warrior is a good pick. I think we want capacity on this one. And we'll see what we need after Fell. But I want to take energy. Removing cards and an artifact is pretty great. Let's see what we got on the other side. We need our units to start getting upgraded, so we're going to take this route. Although, if we had already upgraded our units a bit, I would have taken this route despite the wasted health. We'll start with a remnant unit. We'll take Lady of the Reformed. We could put our dregs behind her. And they'll be a decent source of damage. We already have quick, so that is a complete waste. We want our steel worker to be a bit more tanky. We'll get a bit more tankiness on our Lady of the Reformed. We'll re-roll endless on our fledgling imp. 10 attack on our branded warrior to increase the chance of him slaying. Extra attack. Our steel worker as well as some health. Those were some pretty good upgrades. We can gain more armor, or we can multi-strike. I like multi-strike. I would never not take multi-strike. Especially considering he's getting +6. And we apply rage. He's much more likely to get his slay triggers. Spikes here really hurt us. I think we're going to take a bit of damage in this fight, but I think we could manage. So we want to make sure we can deal 35 damage right off the bat to start gaining some armor. I'm not exactly certain how my units survived. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I value our Wickless Tycoon here more. It'll guarantee our stealth guys killed, which will gain us some gold. He'll end up surviving, which is unfortunate. We'll keep raging out. We have a brief respite here, which is just going to be to stack our rage, set up a little bit more burnout, stack more rage, and then there's no reason to do anything else, but I like being a little cheeky. This will help clear up a couple of those backline units. And I don't see any reason why we would not take it. Our bottom floor is so strong, I don't see why we would ascend a unit and apply daze 2. Moving a unit to the front and applying armor 10 is very beneficial. We can either use it on our frontline tank, or if we descend a unit that we prefer to be the tank, we can do that. We don't need the extra sacrifice imp, because we can potentially sacrifice an imp every turn. Don't have enough extinguish abilities. Cost too much is not worth it. Don't see the point. This side is removing a card, and this side is duplicating. I like the idea of duplicating our Rage Imp, gaining an extra artifact, getting extra coins. We don't have anything I can think of that we want to forge. Spell-wise, if anything, we want to remove some spells. Always nice to have a random event. The removing cards is nice. We're going to definitely dupe our imp and gain an artifact. This gives a little bit more utility to our current Descend spell. I don't think we're hurting on energy that bad. We can also start picking up other descend spells without it feeling like a waste. I don't see these guys having multi-strike as that big of a deal. He already has multi-strike is the biggest issue. I'll turn it on. If any boss causes us trouble, it'll be this one and the stealth one. We could completely ignore this first floor if we wanted to, and these guys will never be an issue. We can just start setting up here. Just get rid of a drag. Set up our last unit there. Start getting rid of some useless things. Daze him. It's unfortunate that we didn't deal one more damage to him to get the slay trigger. We didn't really plan this through well, which is a little unfortunate. We do want him to die. We can even apply more stealth. I wanted him to die, but he'll die soon. I want the slay trigger here rather than the 5 gold. We never really planned on our bottom floor killing him anyway. I'm really surprised it dealt that much damage. And then I'm also surprised that this is not dealing that much damage. So that's unfortunate. We're going to take quite a bit of damage here. But we lived. Now we know why so many people were dead on this trial. So we definitely want... Oh man, this is really good. It's only for the duration of battle. But our endless imps. And this is 1 damage 70, or 1 mana 75 damage. It's pretty useful. Stealthing's nice, probably would have saved us a lot of damage there. We need the health, so that's just auto pick. Take the random, hopefully more health. Nothing here is particularly amazing. The rail spike could be useful. The sap might save us against Fel. And there's Fel. The big issue with Fel is that a lot of units make it past due to the Statues blocking so much damage. Make this free. We'll remove consume. So we can cast this a little more often. We'll have a torch that consumes. Let's double stack our stealth and make it cost 0. We'll have a big bomby torch. We'll remove a train steward here and see if we can beat Fel. Like I said, the biggest issues are the statues. We need to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Our jack strips will help out with smaller high damage units like these. Like they would die before they make it to the top. And I'm just going to take 5 damage from that because there's nothing else I can do there. 15, 30, 45. We can set up on the top floor. This is garbage. I don't remember what we wanted here, but it's definitely not what we got. This is so bad. I don't even see the point in casting that rage imp. We save more damage this way. It's not quite what I wanted. Let's not screw anything up. Well, I was, butt clenched there, ladies and gentlemen. Butt clenched there. I don't want to grab a second one of these. This could be pretty good. And we wanted the energy. Alright, well, I feel like we need the health again, although I really want to remove those cards. But we only have this battle and the next one. We can hopefully give double or multi-strike to our bounty stalker, which is not as strong as we'd like it to be. We don't have enough gold for this. We can't get an artifact through the other way, so I'll get it through this way. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. We'll take a look. We could at least purge a card if we wanted to, but I do want to buy... a trinket or have enough for upgrades. Multi-strike 3. That's pretty good. 45 damage versus 15 or 50. So we have the rage, which just this one ramps up faster. Nope, I really want it. I don't think we can afford it. On the other hand, let's do it anyway. Live a little! Kill all 3, gain a bunch of stuff. Gain gold off of it. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. She's not that useful on this floor, but we'll put her here anyway. Really banking off of him getting us a bunch of gold. I want him to die. I think he's gonna die anyway. Yeah, like that. is a bad hand. Not exactly sure what happened to our energy anyway. Nice. Why do I do this to myself? It makes me so sad. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. Oh man, that was dumb. I think we just lost because I made a huge mistake. Good game. Oh, that's why you don't forget about the moth thing. The moth thing. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and maybe subscribe. Leave a comment at the bottom telling me how bad I did. I'll see you next time.